Hey guys, welcome to another video. For today's video, we are going to have a look at upgrading. I did a video a while back regarding a battery backup system, so this is what you're seeing here, the Mesa inverter with two lead acid batteries, deep cycle batteries. I'll link it down in the description if you want to catch that. For today, we're going to look at upgrading. At the moment, we've jumped over to stage 6 load shedding. So that system was getting a bit old. After a certain amount of time, the lead acid batteries tend to give out. So now we're going to upgrade to some lithium battery, and a little bit of a better inverter. So for the inverter, we're looking at the Esener pure sine wave 24 volt. This is a 3 kilowatt 3000 VA inverter. You can pick it up at the moment at GWiz. I'll have it linked in the description. With this inverter, you can pick up a Wi-Fi dongle. So they are, I think, about 800 rand or 900 rand. Allows you to monitor via Wi-Fi what's happening in your system. So that should be quite an interesting little system, little setup. The Mesa did mention it had that option, but I couldn't track down the dongle for it. So this is a little bit of an upgrade. So in the box you get the manual, pretty straightforward, warranty card. I mean, nothing too crazy about that. You get the USB computer cable, so you can plug it into a computer and monitor it from your PC. And then in the box you have the inverter, pretty decent build quality. So let's take it out of the bag and have a look at it. So fairly decent display, pretty straightforward. The buttons are a bit clicky, a little bit of a worry that they might wear out over time. In terms of specs, the part number ES 3024 VPM, 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Celsius, pretty standard, 3000 VA, 3000 watts, 24 volts, it's 130 amps, AC output, 230 volts, 50/60 hertz, 13 amps, auto switching, power factor of 1, which is pretty important, so it's fairly efficient. For the AC charger mode, you're looking at 230, which is the same, 650 to 60, 17.7 amps. So preferably the AC input cable that you're using from your plug socket, you can just put a 3-pin plug socket onto it. Preferably something a little bit thicker, maybe a 2mm cable, 2mm 3-core cable type effort, or a 2.5 would be probably better, but yeah, just bear that in mind depending on the distance that it is from the actual plug. DC output 27 volts VDC, then it charges at 30, or you can select 20 amps, 20 or 30 amps from AC. Solar charger mode, the MPPT charging amperage is 60 amps, system voltage 24 volts, MPPT voltage range, so that's from your solar panels, is 30 to 120 volts DC. Max solar voltage, VOC, is 145 volts DC. And then the max charging current, which is your MPPT plus your voltage, plus your MPPT plus your utility charging, is 80 amps. So pretty decent overall. For the bottom of the unit, you get the on-off switch, so switch off your output and on your input and output. Then you've got your PV input, you've got your DC input, which is from your battery, and then you've got your AC input and output. And then on the other side, you've got your USB port for your Wi-Fi. You've got a dry contact, normally open, normally closed, usually for switching purposes. If you needed to switch anything off when the power goes, switch anything off or anything on when the power goes off, that type of thing, when it switches into battery mode. And then a USB port to plug into your computer, and then a comms port. Pretty decent I/O. In terms of the battery. For the battery, we are looking at the lithium iron phosphate Esener 25.6 volt 100 amp hour battery. You can pick up pretty cheap now. I'll take you through where you can actually pick them up. You're looking at about 10,000 for this battery. One of the biggest differences between this lithium battery and the lead acids or gels is generally the quick charging. They charge a lot faster than what the gels and the lead acids do, which means between load sheddings the charging will be a lot faster, so less time to get to full charge. It does come with the bolts in the box, 2 bolts to the wall, and the manual, so cycle life, energy capacity, and then charge and discharge curves. So everything comes in the manual. If you'd like to have a closer look at this, then just pause the video. And then also in the box you get the brackets that screw onto the side of the battery if you want to wall mount it. There has been a recent revision to this one. This is the black unit. They have changed it up and they've got a white one out now, so you can have a look at that. And then they've also shifted to a wall mount one, which will one of them's out, and then they've got another one coming out later on this year. So this is so it comes with the on off button. Then you've got your terminals, positive and negative terminals, with covers, plastic covers, stainless steel handles, and yeah, it's a full metal construction, pretty solid. In terms of batteries, I think it's an 8-cell unit, 3.2 volt 8-cell unit, but overall pretty decent little system. Alright, so what I'm looking to do is install it next to the Mesa unit. The Mesa unit, take it down and probably get rid of it. There's no point in having two for my use case for the time being. I only need one lithium battery, but I'll sell it a little bit more money towards the upgrade, or from the upgrade. So what we're going to do is mount it straight here. Okay, so I'll have all the links down in the description. Best place to find inverters and batteries at the moment would probably be G-Wiz. G-Wiz is based in Joburg, Santon side, Limbro Park. So this is G-Wiz. They are just outside of Joburg, so that's them there. They do offer delivery, so they can deliver to wherever you are from where they are. In terms of G-Wiz, so they offer a whole bunch of stuff that you can have a look at, even with Black Friday specials. So you got a whole bunch of systems that you can pick up and have a look at and get for yourself. For my system, we'll be looking at the Esener 3 kilowatt. So pretty simple little system. Originally I had the Mesa, and this was practically a bit of an upgrade. Reason being is because of the MPPT, built-in MPPT solar charge controller. MPPT solar charge controller is better quality and more efficient than what the PWM charge controller is. In terms of price, the Mesa one at the time when I purchased it, it cost me 6,900, I think it was, so 6,000 plus for the inverter. This one cost me well less than that. So, but you can pick it up for 5,400 at GWiz, and you can also pick up a Wi-Fi remote for it. Overall, it's a pretty decent inverter. In terms of decibel, it's a little bit louder than the Mesa. I think they were saying something like 60 decibels when the fan kicks in. The fan does kick in over temperatures, so while the thing's in operation. Do they give us any other specs? It's got a surge power of 6,000 VA. It is got a power factor of 1, so it's 3,000 VA to 3,000 watts. It's a 24 volt system. Pretty straightforward. Inverter efficiency is 90 to 93%. So that would be from, I'm assuming, battery to AC power or charger. It could be charged. No, it doesn't make a difference. AC input, pretty straightforward. You've got a UPS setting, appliance setting, and then a VDE setting. More for overseas, but we generally focus on UPS to run computers, and then appliance to run anything with a compressor like a fridge or anything like that, deep freeze, that type of thing. Your frequency range is auto sensing. You just run it on 50. Inputs are normal for the battery. Float charge voltage 27.4. Overcharge protection is at 30 volts. For the maximum PV array voltage, you're looking at 145 VDC. Standby power 2 watts. Maximum PV 1,500 watts. It's actually more than that, but we'll see that at a later stage. Maximum efficiency 98%. So from solar to battery, 98%. Then AC charging, you can set it on 20 amps or 30 amps. Maximum charge current 80 amps, and then you've got the size, weight, and dimensions. So overall, pretty solid little inverter. I've had it for some time now, so yeah, I'm happy with it. You can also connect it onto a computer, which I'll be doing next. I did look at the Wi-Fi dongle that they've got, but I'll be planning on putting it onto a PC and then recording it via PC at a later stage. In terms of the battery, stuck with Esener. At the moment, these things are on special. Usually they go for like that 12,000. They're running at 10 at the moment, so pretty good for a 100 ampere hour 2.56 kilowatt hour lithium battery. With this, you can also go, you can add 2, so you can run it 2 in parallel. So in order to get a 200 ampere hour into the system, so I'll be looking at that at a later stage as well. At some point in time, when I get money again, we'll do the upgrade. Reliable power, 1C, high performance. So the 1C rating is pretty important. It means that it's a 100 ampere hour battery, and it can put out 100 amps, and it can charge at 100 amps. When you connect it up to solar panels, if it doesn't do this, sometimes you run into problems with charging from solar panels and from utility. Everything else is pretty much straightforward. Float charge, cutoff voltage. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. In terms of cycles, this is one of the big things. So this battery, 1C rated, it's got 2,200 cycles at 100% DoD, and then above 4,000 cycles at 80% DoD. I think they were looking at 6,000 cycles at 80%. That's why they're saying above. But each use case tends to be different, so I mean that's pretty decent. 4,000 cycles. If you're looking at a lead acid battery, it's high cycle. You get 300 cycles out of it. That's about 3 months. If you're looking at a gel battery, you might get six months out of a gel battery, depending on the quality of the gel battery. In terms of this could very well make it to 3 years, maybe even longer than that. So pretty decent cycle life out of this battery. But again, that's yet to be seen because I've only had it for a few months. So yeah, so that's the battery. Just shop around, see if you can find a better price. But for 4 hours worth of load shedding, and some of the places are getting hit with 6 hours worth of load shedding, lithium batteries are unfortunately the best way to go in the time between load sheddings. So you'll have load shedding 3 times a day, and you might only have 4 hours between load sheddings. The time between load sheddings and allowing the battery to get up to 100% capacity, lithium battery is still, no matter what you do, the way to go. And yeah, so have a look at yours. I will have the links down in the description. If you have any questions, just pop them down in the comment section, and yeah, I'll see if I can assist you where I can.